All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We have a Gold Emma VOD review today. They said they want to work on positioning, target priority, and related decision making. They said their ult usage and timing specifically is probably bad. They make bad form on diamond, bad calls on diamond form. And then they talk about the Psylocke ult conundrum, where they want to stack in it. I don't know if it's a bad habit. It's just making winnable situations worse. And then the last thing they want to work on is maintaining beam charge in matches like this, where the enemy's common playstyle doesn't make it easy. All right, lots to learn there. A lot of those things are interesting topics. They're not full on straightforward. So we're going to take it on a situation by situation kind of bias, and we'll see what we got. Let's start as we always do. On your team, we have Emma, Groot, very strong front line. You're not going to have any dive tanks. You guys are going to be able to hold it down main very well. For your DPS, we have Bucky and Wolf. Bucky and Wolf are interesting. Bucky's just going to be playing right behind you guys, ideally. Running it down main. Should be good. And Wolf is going to be interesting. But right now I'm already thinking like, okay, there's going to be opportunities because of Bucky Hook and Wolf Kidnap that I'm going to try to capitalize on. I don't want to use my diamond form too early unless I'm sure it's going to A, kill for sure, and B, be somebody that wasn't going to die unless I use diamond form. So I'm already thinking of that. And then for our supports, we have Rocket, Gambit. So pretty aggressive, but we don't have long time, let's see, how do I say this? We don't have long uptime support ults to be super defensive. So just by who my supports picked already, I'm thinking I'm going to use my Emma ult either super early in a fight to force out their support ults early to give our team a bit of a like catch up in the time battle, something like that. Or I'm going to use it defensively for something like a Gambit or something like that in order to slow them down. And again, by my team. So, all that said, let's get started. Make sure the game sound is actually on this time. Let's go. All right, so right away I'm thinking we gotta have some practice, some discipline practice on tracking. So a couple good ways to do this. You can go in practice range and use the bots. Let me know if you don't know how to do that. We can go into that real quick. It doesn't take long. Set up the bots and do like 5 minutes of tracking on Emma's left click like per day, and it will go crazy. If you want even more like precise training and like really want to focus down on this, you could go get Kovacs or game trainer, things like that, and focus on specifically the style of called tracking. So that is going to be huge for Emma. If you're not super great at tracking, you lose so much threat like instantly. Hey man, you reviewed a magic VOD of mine some days ago. Been learning Iron Fist alongside too. Just wondering if you want to VOD an Iron Fist. Yeah. I would love to. I haven't done an Iron Fist yet. If you want, you can send it either to the subreddit, you can send it to the Rivals College subreddit's Discord, or you can send it to my Discord. All three have places to submit VOD reviews. But of course, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. So the next thing with Emma is we're kind of a little too far to the side. I'd prefer for over here, and I'd stick close to this wall. This first point is pretty difficult as Emma because she doesn't have full range. So like this wall is like just about her full length beam, right? We can actually see here. Let's go here. So we can see already like the wall is this long and her beam is this long. It's like just about the same. So if you're standing here, we already can't see people this far. So this is kind of just a tight spot. So with that in mind, we have to play Emma like here and then back up to here and use this corner like really well. Love the lives, by the way. I've been seeing them. Oh, sweet. Thank you so much. Probably use the Rivals College Reddit again. Of course. Yo, what's up, Purple? A lot of people stopping by today. I love it. I like that we're in danger, so we use the shield and then we get to cover. That's awesome. That's good stuff. Okay. This. What do you think of the new season? It feels weird. It just feels weird right now because everybody's playing Rogue and nobody knows. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this diamond form. But what do you think, Purple? So with diamond form, we used to be able to, when Emma first came out, and for every season up through, I'd say like 4, probably, you could use diamond form really aggressively because A, it killed, and B, the cooldown was short enough, right, to where you could still use it again. But now it doesn't do either of those things. The only time it kills is if you're on a squishy for sure, and even then it can be inconsistent. You're definitely almost never going to kill a tank. Now, I'll throw you another scenario. Let's say Wolverine picks this tank up and drops him over here, and you have a Groot walling him off. Now it'll kill, right? Because then you grab him right here, he stays in here, the walls, making sure he's not getting healing, and it kills him for sure. Plus, that's going to buy your team enough time to get you through this 18-second cooldown, right? But here, there's just 0% chance that you're going to kill this man. He has like full support of his team. So we're using up diamond form. Now we have 18 seconds without it, and we don't get a kill. So I want to be really careful with diamond form because it is like one of her best abilities. And without it, like, it's so hard. Dang, I miss you moving my... Am I the problem? I know. It was fun. Thank you for submitting it, though. Haven't played yet. Thor changes seem cool, and Ultron changes... People doing about Dive being dead, so classic rivals, yeah. I mean, Dive was already kind of rough with the triple support meta. So, I don't know. People always say Dive is dead, and then it's not, and then when it is dead, nobody says anything. It's very weird. It's weird. Hello? What? Anyway. That was... Bro, that's goofy. Okay, yeah. Again, I want you on the left side here. If you're on the left side, you're minimizing your damage. Out here, we can't take cover from these people. If you're going to be on the right side, it needs to be this one, because now we can actually take cover. So, like, that's the point of taking cover, right? Is you minimize the damage that you're taking. You get to choose when you take damage. Now we're going to bring the shield back, so we have it in case something happens. And Namor ult of all time. As all the others. Dude, what is it about Namor's and their ult? I don't understand. Their ult is so good. Like, and they just throw it. I don't get it. Oh, grab him. Shield, shield! Good shield. It sucks that they still died, but nice job. I don't mind this. We need to be using our E. Ah, yeah. So, with Emma, you want to be using your E constantly. Like, I want E used on cooldown. Hey, that's not bad. I like the body blocking. That's good. I don't think that'll work in higher level. But again, now we have an 18-second cooldown. The thing that it's not bad, though, is because you stayed in diamond form and you body blocked and you secured the kill in a chance that where you actually had it. So this could work. Stick to the left side. Now we know. Stick to the left. Yeah. The reason you're losing this ult charge is, or not ult charge, but your primary fire charge is just because you're not close enough and you can't be close enough because we're on the wrong side of the payload. Oh, right now. Good. Good. I don't like the rocket ult, but you're not playing rocket, so that's fine. Great ult. Press E. We gotta press E. Guys, I don't think you understand, like, just how much ult charge, how much damage, how much pressure you put out by pressing E and getting the Emma crystal out on cooldown. It is so good, and it's so underrated. Shield? No? Okay. There we go. Better. Oh, diamond form? Oh, here we go. Okay, we're gonna pull the shield back now. Alright. I don't understand this cloak ult, but that's okay. So, you have a decision to make here, right? So what's going on with your team? You have 4 people behind you. You have 1 up top. Is somebody dead? No, okay. So right here you have a decision to make. Am I going to hold the front line? Or am I going to like peel back and give some space? Here, I actually would be fine with you standing here and just holding the space. Nobody's really pushing the payload. You're not really that capable of helping with this Ultron ult, as we see, like, that's a decent idea to put up the shield. And, like, I would try this too, but it doesn't really do too much. And now we're, like, walking in the way of it, right? So we give up all this space for an Ultron ult that doesn't really accomplish anything. So now that they're cloak ulted, I'm like, okay, I'm definitely going to give up space, and I'm going to go back to a spot, and then I'm going to anchor back in. So right now I'm thinking, like, why does that sound cut off? I'm going to anchor right here at this ambulance and then recontest. But we kind of just stay out in the open, right? And then now in this scenario, honestly, we're down a tank. They use 2 support ults. I'm okay with just diving in here, whether it works or not, for this specific scenario, because if it does work, you're going to give your chance a better team. And if it doesn't work, you're going to die faster, and then we're all going to regroup. So I think you made the right decision here. I think in general, like, it doesn't work anymore, like, almost ever, unless your full team is on comms or you're, like, jammed into a tiny area and everybody does it. Because Psylocke ult's just so good right now. Okay, left click. We gotta E. Yeah, we never use our E. Nice. I don't mind this. Push. W key. No, go in. Go in. What about Psylocke ult now makes it different from before? I think it was like... Shield. Nice try. Psylocke ult, I think it was like 2 or 3 patches ago. It just got like an insane damage boost. Before, like, if you had 2 supports and they were patty caking and they had at least like 1 cooldown each, they could survive. Now it does so much damage that they just can't. Honestly, dive is real weak right now, in my opinion. Besides DD, it makes no sense to play a dive DPS unless you love them rather than the other DPS archetypes. That helps better the team 90% comps right now. Yeah, probably, especially because triple support is in fashion, or is meta right now. Yeah. I have a good idea on the Emma ult. I think a lot of this is like positioning, like we said before. You should have walked forward already when your Gambit ult was going off. Unless, yeah, because your Gambit ult went off. And like they missed you, which sucks. But if you're up here, you're taking space with this Bucky and you're actually putting out pressure and help, right? And then we're over here. Maybe we see the Iron Man and we can actually do something about it. Or call out or something, and then even if not, he shoots at our team and not us, because we're right. But kind of a tough situation. You guys are already down, but also I don't know, maybe this is just me. I'm a firm believer that you can play any character into any situation until you're at, like, you know, 1 above all, essentially. So I don't like when, like, content creators or people just go in and be like, bro, dive is dead this season, like, don't play it. I don't mind saying, like, oh, it's like weaker right now and you have to like accept that and play with it and understand like the differences. Dude, look how much damage your E did. Look at this. Look at the chunk. Okay, she's already taking it. Hang on. Look at that. It does like 200 damage in one go. plus you're shooting at it, so she's taking damage. She went from like, I don't know, almost 500 to 215. Like, we need to be using E. Plus, you get your left click charge from it. You're at 13, and you can't actually hit the Emma, but you're still getting the charge from it. Like, it's so good. E has to be her, like, most underrated ability. Okay, we get rezzed. Okay, I don't mind doing it there as well. I think you made the right decision 2 times in a row. Specifically because there's a rocket ult going off. But I think in general it's like not. Who do you think is the weakest in dive at the moment? Any dive character that can't also brawl like even a little bit, right? So I would say Spidey, depending on the map, maybe? But again, on some maps, he can just go absolutely crazy. Okay, we gotta pick one. Pick one. Okay. Gotta be BP, it hurts. Maybe BP, yeah. Alright. I think BP can still do some stuff, but he's probably up there. So a couple things for the Emma. So I don't mind a lot of this, but we gotta pick one person and stick with it. I feel like we do a lot of target switching. Like right here, if you just keep shooting, like you don't even need Diamond Form, you keep shooting the Psylocke, she probably dies, or at least... Then you notice the cloak. Okay, now that we're attacking the cloak, we gotta stick with her. Again, this is why I don't really like using Diamond Form, because it's hard, and like even if you grab this cloak, you probably don't kill her. We gotta focus on one. Just stick with the cloak. And then I like that we reassess our position. And we kind of come back to the cart. I would have preferred a little bit sooner, so we don't get kicked. And see, now it would be really nice to have Diamond Form as a get out of jail free card, right? Because you E back, things like that. So, loved him, but the meta and my connection make him unplayable. I think he needs a rework for sure. He either needs a rework or like some pretty significant changes. Because he's one of those characters that doesn't feel good to play against, but feels really good to play as. Which is just never what you want in game design. Because you're never going to make anybody happy with it. Okay, this is knowing the situation. Right? So, we have Gambit ult, they have Ultra ult. We're down a support. And we're cramming out of here, and we're down a tank. So, if we're going to do this, I actually don't mind. I'd wait a little bit longer, like right here, behind the wall, because we can wait until this point gets there. So a little bit of patience. Why is my nose so itchy? Now if we're gonna go in here, I'm gonna take a second and see like, oh, my health bar is actually going up. I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna like hide. I'm gonna bounce around, and instead of trying to get a kill, I'm just gonna try to stay alive as long as I can to buy time for my team. Well, the second you actually get a grab, it's super easy for anybody to kill you and like and you're gonna take so much more damage. So that's like knowing, okay, I need to switch from I'm trying to get a kill to I'm trying to like just buy time for my team. I think the one thing that could maybe fix BP is making his spear not AoE. I think that'd be huge. Okay, yes, good, there you go. There you go. See, now we realize we switch from I'm gonna get a kill to I'm just gonna stay alive. I would have done this the first time, but this is good. This is good. It's too late, but like that's fine. I wouldn't fully rework him. He's so unique. Love the dash mechanic, but it can feel unfair sometimes. I wouldn't remove that, but they definitely need to change it in some way. Make it so you have to actually hit it with aim. Yeah, that's if you lower the AoE, I would completely remove it on the spear, but then make like the actual hitbox for the spear a little bit bigger. Probably it's kind of hard to tell how big it is. And then make the dashes also have a smaller hitbox. I saw a BP rework that had BP keep his dashes, but they ramp up in speed and damage after a while. That'd be pretty cool. Especially instead of like the rage mechanic where he does more damage, instead he goes faster and like farther. That'd be kind of cool. Iron Man ult, Iron Man ult, Iron Man ult. Here it comes. Okay, I don't mind this ult. This is fine. Good. No. No, kill the Gambit. Please. The golden opportunity. Just focus him and kill him down, and at the same time, I want you spamming your ping button on him. So your whole team knows he's charmed and low. Because he actually gets away. Oh, it's so sad. How do I tell my friends they're having positioning issues? Just say, hey, don't stand there. Funny story. I used to play Melee competitively, and I would play teams. And I don't know if you know anything about Smash Brothers Melee, but I would play Captain Falcon. And I would run across the stage and like do these random knees because I'm bad or whatever. And I kept hitting my teammate. And he's like, dude, stop hitting me. And I was like, I don't know, just don't stand there. And so that became a meme. Like, don't stand there, dude. Just acknowledge my man Iron Fist at some point. They hate us dives or something. Yeah, I actually played Iron Fist Season 0 as a dive. Now he's not a dive. Like, he's straight up like a frontliner. It's so funky. I hate what they did to him. But at the same time, everybody hated him, and now only the tank players hate him. And tank players, I guess it's fine to punish or whatever. Diamond form, diamond form. Oh. Nice. Good instincts on the shield. Dang. Okay, so we have good shield. We're using our E. That's great. We have good pressure. We need to pull our shield back immediately. This is just a scramble at this point. So when you're in a scramble situation, I don't mind that you're going for kills, but understand where your help is, right? If you're over here, Rocket's like one of the few that can kind of heal you, but it's going to be slower. It's better if you're in front. But again, yeah. And then at least we have the wherewithal to do this, but now we need to go back to the front. And it's just a bit too much, yeah. I feel like we've just been like one big stagger too, which Emma doesn't really work like that. So when we have these big long brawls, or like big long stagger fights, not full on brawls, but stagger fights where people are actually dying and rotating in, like Emma has a really tough time there because she needs that time, that startup time. She needs to get her charge and build it up. And I feel like you haven't been able to do that since like halfway through the second point, right? So at some point in here, we need to realize like what's going on with our team. Because like, look at the bar here. Each one of these little bars represents a kill. So up here, this is your team getting kills, and down here, it's their team. For this whole first half of the fight, right? It's pretty even. You guys get some kills, they get some kills. You guys get some kills, they get some kills. You guys get some, they get some. And then from here on forward, now it's just stagger speed. Right? So after this point, it's like, okay, we're staggering. So again, this comes back to like what I said earlier. Right here, it's like we need to stop here and regroup with our team. I don't care if this rocket dies. In fact, it would be preferable if you're in gold and you're this Emma, maybe not in this specific one because Gambit's already ulting. But like back here, right? Gambit's not ulting, your people are low. You see this? I'd say retreat. Now get everybody back here. I would rather lose this point right now, but all of us get together, we spawn and actually take a team fight, then dive in, try to save this point, lose this point, and then lose all of this as well. So like making that conscious trade is so tough. But it like you have to stop the bleeding at some point. So let's jump over to attack, and hopefully we don't get into that, right? I think people just have trauma of past season OP characters. They keep hitting them even on the floor and then never losing. Yeah, for sure. Like the second anybody like picks BP, it's just like fear. Oh! Too aggressive with diamond form. No, we don't have it. Also, if we talk about like target priority, what Emma wants to do, first of all, she needs to stay with one. If she sticks with one person, she gets the charge up. The second thing is we want to start on a tank because they're easier to kill and they have a bunch of health, right? They're not kill. They're easier to actually like do damage. They have a bigger hitbox. So stick with the tank. Then once you hit like 85 to 100 charge, then you focus on a squishy. But again, like we can't split our damage up between a ton of people. We have to stick to one person. And then E. Okay, that's just reaction. Good news, let's go. But yeah, Iron Fist, yeah. The community hated him so much that like that character's just dead on arrival now. Okay, beam him down. W key. This is a perfect situation around them. Walk. Beam people down. Yes. Good. Keep going. I'm allowed to be a guest student at the Research Master's lecture. Ooh, that sounds nice. A couple more times I can show my dedication. Fancy. Ult right now. You're so close to the point. Just ult. If you ult here, they're all jammed in here. Their Gambit can't ult. I bet you he ults right here. Or they just give it to you. Oh, you get so lucky. Also, area denial, right? Yeah. If you ult there, you guaranteed get the point. This is a little risky here. I definitely would have ulted. Also, what's up, Imperado? How's it going? Okay, now do not ult. You guys got the point? There's no reason. Good. Don't worry about it. Just try to get a kill. You're gonna die anyway. That's fine. That's good. Not bad. Okay. Now we have the same situation as we did on defense. We have one person out here. We have 2 people out here. 3 people up here. We're super split up. It is your job as the tank to pick an area and fight there or sit back, right?
My revenge for that.
Okay, I don't mind this. What am I doing? I'm doing a VOD review of a gold Emma currently. What about yourself? Good. Gotta work on tracking still, but that's alright. That comes with time. And yes, Lucky Storm, I think you're right. That would have been sick for Iron Fist. Instead of just hold left click. Oh, don't kill him. Okay, now kill him. I was gonna say go for the stagger. Iron Man ult? No? Okay. W key now. W key. Ult. Keep the momentum. Go ult. Okay, you didn't need it. That's fine. Now ult. Okay, Bucky ults. What rank am I? I peaked Celestial 1, but I haven't had much time to play recently. I was 1 game away from Eternity and I lost, and I haven't had time to grind since then, and I'm pretty sad about it. Okay, W key, go up there. No, go. Walk. Oh, you had 80 charge and there was an Emma shield. No. Okay, you get the kill. Nothing's danger over here. You have this, and there's chaos. Like, go up here. If you go right here, you start charging on the left, right? How many people would you say should sit on cart? The only people who should sit on cart are long range support. So like maybe 1 person. If you have like Cloak Luna, or if you have like Cloak Rocket, sure, 2, but I don't know. In most scenarios, honestly, I'd say 0. Ult right now. Okay, too late. Just a little too late. My thought process was I wanted to walk forward and take space, but nobody was on cart. Okay, let's see.
I was fine, but thank you.
Almost there. Don't turn back now. You can count on us, Herbie.
Yeah, I don't... The cart can push itself. So I don't mind the thought process. It's good to like double check on cart and be like, okay, we have it and it's walking. Where is it? How close it is? So at this point... So let's play the what if game, right? So we're right here. We get a kill. We see this is going on up here. And we turn around and we look. Instead of the cart being here, let's say the cart is all the way back here, right? In this scenario, I would still push forward on Emma, and I would be prepared to kite, right? I would be definitely prepared to kite. So I'm not going to walk up here expecting to get kills. I'm going to walk up here in order to slow them down. It's like different. It's a different line of thinking. So in either scenario, you're definitely going to just let the cart do the thing, right? So you come up here, and let's say the cart's way far back there. I'm shooting this Emma shield. I'm not going to get past here. I'm going to stay here where my cover is. I'm keeping 100 charge. Then people come out. Let's say there's an Emma here. Now I'm going to keep the other Emma at left click distance, right? My primary fire. As she gets closer, I back up. And we just go like this, right? And then you hit this corner, and then you're going to dig in. And you're going to say, okay, now I'm actually going to not back up until they force me out. Right? So now they're having to use cooldowns, they're having to use their health, they're having to get damage, maybe use an ult, and the cart's still way back there, right? And then they push you out, and then we fight to the next one. And that whole time you're fighting, you're slowing the team down, and the cart's gaining space, and gaining space, and gaining space, right? If you do that kiting well enough, you can push the cart so much farther than if you just have 3 people sitting on the cart and not doing that. So that's why I lean towards, like, I would almost rather never have somebody sitting on cart. Almost never. At the very, like, I'm okay with, like, 1, maybe 2, but definitely not a tank, for sure. Does that make sense? Let's see. I had a Central Park game, got killed because my support was sitting on cart instead of pushing with me. That's tough. It really is interesting to see my ult timing matches up with yours. It's both funny and kind of cool. So cold. I had them in. Yeah. Also requires you to have teammates who heal you if you do this. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if Cloak is sitting on point, he can be spamming healing from a really, really long way out. Now here I would have ulted, like, immediately, because I know the situation. These guys don't have a lot of space, and they're kind of fighting a desperate fight. Oh yeah, in retrospect, it's clear this was a wrong call. That's alright. Like, it's a different play style, especially if you've played, like, Overwatch, which I kind of get the sense that you have a little bit. Maybe not, but that's my read. It's very different in Overwatch. In Overwatch, like, you get punished extremely hard from overextending because you can't kite as efficiently because... Actually, I don't know if I could put to words as to why it's different in Rivals versus Overwatch, but I know that it is different. And in Rivals, you get rewarded very heavily by being up there. But yeah, they're holding on for dear life here. You guys have all the momentum in the world, and I want to keep this momentum, so I would have ulted right here. Now, we're a little bit later, right? Is that why Life we were playing, kept playing Malga? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I like this attempt. Great. So this is a really good use of, like, offensive Emma diamond form. It's really hard to do, but you can kill the cloak out of it. So the best thing you want to do is you actually want to kick first. So ideally you kick them first, and then once they're out of their ult, then you grab them, and that keeps them out of the ult. But still, great job, and then, like, the body blocking. That's fantastic. Good stuff. Okay, again, W key. Oh, I hate this Gambit ult, but we're gonna make use of it. We're not playing Gambit, so just W key. Stick to the Gambit. Angela, we gotta use our E. Use our E. Okay, we get Gambit ult for free. Now we're gonna kite backwards. Back up, back up, back up. Good, good. Now we're gonna walk forwards. We have a cloak ult going. Go, 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 go. Go find somebody who's not in the ult. Cloak is gonna ult next, right? Because Gambit already ulted. So Cloak is up next. So focus on the Cloak. Yeah, we're splitting our damage up between everybody. I much prefer if we stick to one person. Pressure her into ulting early if possible. Yeah, yeah. Or just kill her, make it hard for her to get ult charge. Like, so much good can come from this. Okay, now we're lost. Now we need to go back to frontlining. Healed? Oh, we don't want to counter ult. Yeah, personally, I don't like the Emma counter ults. I don't think it works very... Bro, what? This has to be the worst. This is the worst cloak and dagger ult I've ever seen. Bro, what is that? Oh, my Lanta. Oh! Hey guys, we found another replay viewer bug. This time with Angela ult. This is a new one. I haven't seen this one. Is it gonna go away? I don't think it is. Pick one, pick one. Pick one and stick with them. You gotta pick one person and stick with them. Good. A little bit better. Okay, now go find a support. I think Gambit. Yep, Gambit ult next. Okay. Start backing up. Good. Oh, I can't believe you guys haven't. Oh, Iron Man, Iron Man, Iron Man. Ready for shield. Don't use your shield, please. Okay, so we've seen this enough times. We gotta have, if we're playing Emma v Emma, one of the most important things you can do to not lose the 1v1 or just like the game is if their Emma diamond forms and she's anywhere near you, you have to diamond form. That needs to be a reaction. Like, they diamond form, I diamond form. Because if you don't, you can get kicked into your team, their team, and die early. Yeah. I don't recommend going for this as an Emma. Personally, I know it can work, but I think in more times it just, like, you can actually just bait it out and be fine. But yeah. Okay, what is that? Oh my. Okay, we're going strange. I think your MO is doing fine, but we just...
I'm opening a portal.
Only 60 seconds left.
A shortcut through space.
It's fighter time!
Leave me, darkness.
Okay, a couple things. I feel like this portal is very premature. I don't like portaling when there's a minute left. I prefer we push. First person to die when they're when the fight is low needs to switch. Now, I'd like the heads up play. This is probably earlier based on the clock. I was worried we won't be able to safely touch in time. Yeah, it's good to know like how long it takes. You still had a minute. I think as long as you have like 18 seconds on Emma, you can basically touch like any point as long as you're out. You definitely will be fine with 1 minute, but that's something to know. So I'd start paying attention every time you die and you start walking back to point. I'd start like being like, okay, this takes about this long. This takes about this long, right? And then you get a pretty good feel for it. And then it's also difficult because in low elo, nobody's going to portal, right? But once you get higher elo, this can actually screw over your team because now portal is gone. So somebody on your team dies early and they're like, I'm going to go switch to Strange. Wait, we already have a Strange. No, I can't. Now I have to walk back anyway. So, yeah. And then... yeah, we're I think Jake is right. I think we're just lost in the sauce in all of these team fights. So, especially since you're playing tank and the way you're doing it, I feel like we have a hard time like just picking one. This goes for team fights. This goes for like when we're in neutral with Emma and like both teams are like fighting for control of the payload, right? We have to pick one person and like stick with them because we do like 50 damage here and 60 damage here and 100 damage here, and it all adds up, and you put that on one person and then that'd be really good. But if you split that up, it's really bad.
Maximum pulse.
This is not financial advice. Pressy? Pressy? We gotta get rid of it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. Where would I have ulted? So I feel like the next thing we're gonna talk about is like Killer Instinct. There's been a couple times in this game where like you can put your foot on the gas and like really like end the fight, like clamp it down, right? This is one of those times. Right here. We see this, it's like I gotta ult and like keep him off. Again, like, so we fight off the Psylocke, which is good. We turn around, and what is this Penny doing? This Penny is fighting 1v5? 1v4, basically 1v5, right? It's much better as a tank to let them fight this 1v5 and go fight over here. Because you block this cloak off. She doesn't do healing to the one person there. She has to ult from over here instead of over there. It takes longer. Like, it's just better to be out in front as a tank.
The final 10 seconds.
Like, trust your team. Even though it's like ranked. Trust your team, and then you'd be out there and like doing stuff. Uh-oh. 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 I actually don't mind this. Oh, now we're dead. Yeah, this is why we don't portal early. Dang, you guys lose that. That's close. Yeah, I mean, a lot to learn there. A lot of stuff we can work on. So when we're playing Emma, in order to get our pressure up, we need to be a bit closer. We need to play a bit more aggro, right? I feel like we're playing a bit too far back. We don't have that like killer instinct to like, I'm gonna go like push. And because we don't have that instinct to start with, we can't get rolling with Emma a lot. And if you don't get rolling with Emma, you never get up to that top speed, and then you never feel like you can. So in order to steamroll, we gotta like start early, be aggressive. We need to be using our crystal on cooldown and like getting the charge up, things like that. We have good instincts for a lot of it. For, you know, I didn't see any like horrible positioning mistakes. The things that we do need to cut out is like early aggressive diamond form, almost never worth it. And then we need to stick to one target, right? One target at a time. And then once you're really good at like, so when you start this process, by the way, like it's gonna feel weird because most of the time you're gonna be like, I shot a Penny as Emma for like 5 minutes and she never died. It's like, yeah, that's gonna happen, but you're training your skill set of I can stick to one person, right? Then once you feel really confident of like, yes, I can stick to one target for a long time, then we work on the next skill, which is figuring out which target to stick to. Right? And then, you know, we work on it progressively. But until we get the first skill of like tracking an enemy character through a team fight, Like, that needs to be the first thing that we work on. So, anyway, I hope this helps. Take care. If you guys enjoyed the YouTube video, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And we'll catch you guys next time. God bless. Bye.